Sanjeev Ji, what is a Gaushala? What is the significance of this spiritually?
So, in ancient Sanatan culture or Indian culture or yogic culture, I would say, there's cow was looked at, with respect. And now, before it was thinking superstition, the world said this, or no, we are kind of, just the superstition. But now science is kind of looking at it in a different manner, and there's more and more evidence coming that why it is so significant. Because the energy of a cow is so positive, and every part of cow was utilized, after the cow died, the natural death. And if you look at Ayurveda, the Indian system of medicine, a lot of people will not know or will understand. A lot of herbs are purified or made more potent using cow's urine. Because the hormones and the chemicals which are there in that urine were like of a nature where it kind of gave that potency to those herbs. And I'm not talking about like cows which are kind of wandering around and like not given. Because in olden times, cows were kept with a lot of love and respect. They were given nutritious food. And there was a time when like poor people, there was somebody poor, a rich man or a king, if they kind of donated a cow, and the family could survive just on the cow. Cow's milk, they could make butter, they could make cheese, milk. And if they had nothing, a little bit what was left of the milk, they could trade it for wheat and some other thing. So at least they would not die of starvation. And cow's milk was considered. Now we have so many challenges because we are feeding God knows what to these cows, and now we're leading a life of dairy free. Whereas those times, cow's milk was considered to be whole food, complete food. If you drank cow's milk, you don't need anything else. It provided every nutrient that you need. And there were so many yogis who just lived on cow's milk. And then cow's dung was used to kind of, put it like around the houses, like, when it was wet, it kind of put around.
Yeah.
And now we understand, like, now we know there's more evidence. It prevents the radiation to come in.
Wow.
Yeah. And so it is like there's so many benefits of the cow that we like understanding more and more scientifically today. But it was understood before. And that's why there is energy also of the cows, that there were yogis who used to meditate in these Gaushalas.
Yeah.
So Gaushala was a place where a lot of cows were kept. So see, what happens today is that people keep in a cow, and it is beneficial as it's young, is giving milk. When it becomes a little older and cannot have any babies, then it stops giving milk, and people either them sell them off to butcher or like just leave them alone. And there are so many yogis like my guru, so they have created these places called Gaushalas out in the nature, 200 acres or whatever. And they are kept so nicely there. And you see the transformation happen. They brought in, they pay some money for that to the owner of the cow. Don't throw it or give it to anybody, we'll take it. That so many cows start giving milk again.
Wow.
And the joy of them, of keeping them, it is, a lot of yogis, including my guru many times, they would meditate in these Gaushalas. The energy of that place was, the vibrational frequency was so high.
Yeah.
So those ancient practices, which are to some extent even today, are considered signs of superstitions, are being kind of now validated by science so often that we start to look at it in a different manner, because in today's world we have changed so many things. Now cows are not the cows that we talk about.
Yeah.
Feeding like it's an herbivore, and we're feeding beef to cows and they're mixed in their grains. You make them not only carnivores, you kind of cannibals. So, and then you expect the milk to be healthy?
That probably like completely imbalances their energy.
Everything. So, I'm not blaming anybody. It's everybody's choice what to eat and what not to eat. But you cannot defy the science, right? So somebody can completely say that I'm going to eat at McDonald's every day or fast food every day, and I don't believe in this and that. What can you do? Right? Nothing. So you leave them alone. But it's again, like I said, if you go by science, people who understand the value of nutrition, they are looking after themselves. They are leaving those options.
Yeah.
There's so many people today who in Olympic level athletes are becoming vegetarians.
Yeah. 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 I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there must be and you cannot say that at that level they are driven by superstition.
Yeah. No.
They're the most informed people. They have the best guidance and coaches and trainers and nutritionists available making those choices. So I'm saying that science is validating a lot of that stuff, and as time progresses, we'll know more and more.